Hi everyone, today let's solve a Leetcode question called sort colors. So given array nouns with some integers, we have 0 to represent red, we have 1 to represent white, and we have 2 to represent blue. We want to sort the array in such order that 0 will be appeared before 1, and 1 will be appeared before 2. And we must solve this problem without using library sorting function. Now let's check some examples. So in example 1, we have these 6 numbers. Sort the array. It will be looked like this. So we have double 0 followed by double 1 and double 2. For example, 2 only has 3 numbers, so the array will be 0 followed by 1 and 1 followed by 2. Okay, I hope my the explanation is very straightforward for the question. Now let's think about how to solve this problem. So for this problem, actually we can use an upgraded version of 2-pointer, and let me write out here. So for the 2-pointer, we want to initialize left pointer at the left and right pointer at right. So let's write the left pointer at here, and while right pointer initialized here. Now, the other thing, since we have 3 numbers, we need another pointer, right? So let's say it's current pointer. So the current pointer will traversing all the way from the left position to the right position. And here are some strategies for the current pointer. So the first strategy is that, let me write out here. If the current pointer encounter number equal to 2, they want to swap the current pointer with the right pointer, right? So swap current pointer with the right pointer. So that the 2 will be appear at the end of the array. Otherwise, current pointer contains 0. They want to swap the current pointer with the left pointer, so 0 will always appear at the beginning of the array. Otherwise, the final current pointer is 0. Then we want to swap, do no swap, sorry. So want to do no swap and just continue to the next integer. So 1 will be appeared in the middle, or 0 and 2. Okay, so the algorithm is very simple. Now let's use an example to show you how to solve this problem. Okay, so let's write out here and take example with slightly longer numbers so it makes more sense for explanation. So let's say we have array, and maybe the array should have these kind of numbers starting at 2. If we had 0, if we had 2, then we have another double 1, and we have 0 and ended by 2. Okay. So as mentioned before, we want to initialize left pointer at left and right pointer at right. So left pointer here and right pointer, let's use a different color. So right pointer is here. And we also need the current pointer. We're starting at end, and so the current pointer, let's use different color. So let's use blue color. And this is current pointer. Let's say it's P. Okay. So first need to consider the value of current pointer. Here we have the value current pointer 2. So we want to swap these 2 with these 2, right? But you see the 2 is same value, so no need to actually write out the number. And after that, we want to move the current pointer and right pointer. You see here, moving the right pointer is very safe. So we just change the right pointer from to this position. But you see, if we are moving the current pointer to the next position, what will happen? If I'm moving the current pointer to this 0, we are left with a 2 at the beginning of the array, and there's no way we can solve this 2 later. And this is dangerous for sorting, right? So actually, when swapping the current pointer with right pointer, we don't want to move the current pointer, and we only want to move the right pointer. So there will be no stacking 2 at the beginning of the array. Okay, so here's this is a key we have to remind when moving the pointer. So we just keep the current pointer in its current position. Okay, now we move the right pointer. Next thing to consider is the current pointer value, right? The current pointer is still 2, so we have to continue to do swap with the right pointer. So we have 2 here and a 0 here. So we just swap these 2 numbers. So change it out to 0 and 2. Okay. And we want to move the right pointer to the left position. Let's write that out here. And after that, we keep checking the current pointer value, right? So current pointer here is 0. And if 0 want to swap its left pointer, but here the left pointer, the current pointer at the same position, so there's no need to do the value change. But we have to move the both the left pointer and the current pointer to the right position. So why here? When we do swap with the left, we want to move both pointer because we are not concerned at 0 starting at the beginning, right? because we exactly want the 0 at the beginning. So we can safely move the left pointer and the current pointer to the next position. Okay, so the left pointer is currently here, and the current pointer is here. And we see in this position is still 0, so we do the same thing to move this pointer to next position. Okay, so now we have left pointer here, and we have current pointer here. Okay, now we see again the current pointer value. Choose want to swap with the right pointer, right? So swap this value and this value. So let me change it out here to 1 and here to 2. So here to 1, here to 2, and we want to move the right pointer to the left position. So change out here. Okay, now right pointer is here. The next thing to check the current pointer value, right? But you see the current pointer is 1, so we just continue to the next number. We just are moving the current pointer to the next position. And if we move the current pointer to this position, we'll find, okay, the current pointer and right pointer actually intersect with each other. So we have to break these 2 pointers search and to return this entire array. Now we see, okay, the resulting array actually do have the numbers starting from 0, then followed by 1, and followed by 2. So it's actually sorted in an efficient manner. Okay, now finish the explanation. Let's dive into the coding part. Okay. Oh, let's write a general framework, and like I said later. Okay. The first thing we have to consider is to initialize all these pointers, right? Let's say the left pointer will be at the beginning of the array, the right pointer will be at the end of the array, and current pointer will so far at the beginning of the array, and we will traverse current pointer later. Let's say the curve equal to 0. Okay. Now we want to run the current pointer all the way from left to right, but it should not cross the right pointer. So while the current pointer is smaller or equal to right, this means these 2 pointer search is still valid. If a number set current pointer is 0, then we want to swap the current pointer with the left pointer, right? So we do a swap using Pythonic way. Okay. Once we finish this, we want to move the both current pointer and left pointer to the right. Otherwise, if found okay current pointer encountered 2, then want to swap for the current pointer and the right pointer. Okay. And as I mentioned earlier, in this stage, to avoid stacking 2 at the beginning array, we want to move only the right pointer to the left and not the current pointer. Okay. Otherwise, if found okay the current pointer is 1, we just continue to see the next number, so I'm moving current pointer to the right position by 1 indexation. Okay. Now let's submit the code to the works. Okay, you see the time capacity memory usage of this solution is pretty good, right? And I hope my video is helpful for you. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and I see you next time. Thank you.